Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another stout review. Like the other day, I'm like, I want to be more cognizant of reviewing beers that people have and can get. And then I was looking through the wine fridge and I'm like, oh, I want to drink this again. From Evil Twin, this is Michigan Maple Jesus. I'm pretty sure this beer is 2016 vintage. There's no date on it. But I think the last time I reviewed this or had this was 2016. And I got 2 bottles for whatever reason. And I forgot that I had this. And I was like, I want to drink this again. So here we are. We're going through our cellar. Our cellar. It's a celebration. Evil Twin. Are they even around anymore? Fuck, I haven't heard the name Evil Twin in a long, long time. Remember? Oh, man. It reminds me of Greg, dude. With that, he drank an Evil Twin beer that just, like, it was overcarbed. And he was so pissed. Fucking come on, Jeppy. It's the best. Produced and bottled for Evil Twin at Dark Horse in Michigan. 12% alcohol by volume, imperial stout aged in maple syrup bourbon barrels. I remember back in like 2016, 2017, I was trying to get all the maple beers. And I remember liking this beer, but I wasn't like that stoked on it because I realized it wasn't a maple stout. It was just aged in maple bourbon barrels. So basically there's whiskey, and they empty them, and then they put maple syrup, and then they empty that, and then they put this beer in it. So it's fine. It's whatever. But I saw it and I was like, I want to drink this. Tomorrow's never promised. This beer is almost 10 years old. 8 years old. Math is hard. So yeah, let's do it. It poured kind of it probably looks dark on camera when I poured it. It was kind of like that sort of cola-ish, but it's pitch black in the glass. There's not really a head, quarter finger, I guess, of like a mocha head. It looks very still. Let's see what this smells like after 8 years. This actually smells really good. Dude, this smells better than the fucking Bourbon County from this year. This is very like fudgy chocolate. I was talking to my buddy Mark about aging stouts with adjuncts. This isn't adjunct because it was aged in maple syrup barrels, but we were talking about how the adjuncts fall out and it just really becomes a chocolate stout for a lot of beers. This smells very chocolate forward. There's a little bit of spirit character too. In fairness, this was in a wine fridge for the last 8 years at like 60 degrees, and then I took it out. It's room temperature. Yeah, fudgy chocolate. There's a little bit of there's sweetness. It doesn't smell like maple. It smells more like vanilla to me. A little bit of heat. Nothing crazy. And maybe like some dark fruit, like raisins. It smells good. Just taste it. Cheers. That's actually really good. A little bit of heat from that 12%. It's on the sides of my tongue. The sides of my tongue are warm into my chest. Feels good. A little on the thin side. There's a sweetness on this beer. Is it maple? I don't know if you gave this to me blind, if I'd be able to tell you like, hey, that's maple. But there's a definite sweetness, which is nice. Like it feels desserty. Not pastry, but desserty. Tons of chocolate. And a nice, there's a ton of oak drying on my palate. This beer feels super dry to me. In fairness, I went out with my wife today. We had some beers, so my palate might be a little fatigued a tiny bit, but there's like a big oaky drying just feeling on my tongue. Those raisins we were smelling, there's dark fruit right at the front, kind of cherry cordial-ish with all that chocolate. I probably appreciate this beer more these days. When I had this way back when, I don't know if I was really appreciative of stouts. I probably wanted a big old maple beer and didn't get it. But this is, I've been saying don't age beers. This cellared beer, is pretty good, dude. I'm stoked on it. I do. I think this is better than this year's Bourbon County. There's just much a bigger chocolate fudgy presence that I love in stouts. I love chocolate stouts. I just do. With that sweetness, that vanilla sweetness, you're getting all that oak. You're getting a good barrel presence from this beer. It's a little on the thin side, but it's good. I'm not mad at it. It's good stuff. So we'll leave it at that. This is a successful cellared beer. Michigan Maple Jesus. from Evil Twin. Do you guys remember this beer? Anybody have it? If you still have one of these, crack it. See what you think. I think it's pretty freaking good these days. I'll have to go back and watch my old review. So, another stout review in the books. We are chugging along stoutness. Drank more stouts the last couple of weeks than I have in a long, long time. So, that's it. Appreciate you guys watching. See you soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.